Actually, for us, Access to Medicines Index, I have to separate it impact goes and comes like in two different area segments. One is like the external world. Where it makes an impact is that quite often investors using the Access to Medicines Index to prepare for the call. So they're coming with the findings of the Access to Medicines Index, quite often to Roche and to me and asking. So they're looking at the indicators, at the improvement and the projects, and they really want to understand what Roche is doing in the field. And there's actually a growing number of investors who really put a strong emphasis of sustainability. And for them, the Access to Medicines Index is the major source of information how companies are performing in that field. So that's sort of like in our engagement with the external world. Internally, the Access to Medicines Index is a very important indicator that helps us to have different conversations. So it helps us actually to sharpen our strategies. And particularly for us in Access, it enables us that we can have a different conversation with our business teams about what needs early on to happen to improve access in those countries. What I do like about the Access to Medicines Index is the clarity and the structure around it, because I can take single chapters out there and I go then to our internal teams. Roche is like any multinational company, we are huge. So it's really a door opener having exactly those conversations with our guys, for example, guys and girls from supply chain management. So we are using it to say like, okay, is there something we can do differently? What actually very concretely Access to Medicines Index sharpened, it sharpened the awareness of what are the real challenges in those countries. And it's also actually a pretty good benchmark for what other companies are doing. So we're also looking at what are solutions that other companies develop, because in the end, if you want to improve access, it's not about a company solution. It has to be a solution that works for the patient and for the systems. So it's a mix of stealing with pride and using it concretely to identify either sharpening processes, making different decisions, starting different discussions, and very concretely for Roche, what Access to Medicines Index really helped is raising the awareness for the need to improve access in low and middle income countries and the challenges that they are facing.
The global healthcare sector is gradually transitioning towards patient centricity, and the want to do best by our patients is something that is ingrained in Biocon Biologics' mission and vision. The Access to Medicine Foundation's 2022 report on improving access to affordable insulin, what it did was it shed a spotlight on Biocon Biologics' self-led initiatives in India and the Tencent initiatives in emerging economies. So being highlighted by the report, what it allowed us to do was identify gaps in knowledge that we at Biocon Biologics had in terms of registration, pre-qualifications, and how could we use that information to improve access to our medicines, to Biocon Biologics medicines in emerging economies, and improve awareness of Biocon Biologics products and brands in areas such as Sub-Saharan Africa. And to be honest, we have been very successful in this initiative thanks to the report. Another great thing that came out of the report was our opportunities in collaborating with non-profit organizations such as Action for Diabetes and Reach 52. Essentially, this allowed us to set up some holistic approaches in managing diabetes as an integrated care and not in isolation. So what we feel at Biocon Biologics is that, there are a wide gamut of organizations who are trying to or attempting to improve access to medicines globally for underserved communities. But what sets the foundation apart is this highly empathetic and empowered team with a singular focus of leaving no patient behind. And this indomitable spirit, what it does is it demands that organizations really uphold their social responsibilities, and the spirit has the potential to realize equitable healthcare access. So we at Biocon Biologics are extremely proud to be associated with an organization such as Access to Medicine Foundation and lead the path to a healthier world. Thanks.